Now, in this lesson, we are going to talk about Texture Pabrika's data map nodes. Data map nodes are node groups that interpret data created using the Texture Pabrika Map Baker utility, and we can create data map nodes using the buttons in this section. Now, each data map node has a corresponding data map that it can be used with, and for this instance, we are going to create an indexer node. And we are going to use this indexer node to tell our shader stack where to apply this painted metal shader to. So let's click on this indexer node, press G on our keyboard. Alright, now to use this indexer node, we are going to have to connect it to our indexer map. So let's head over to our data maps over here, select the indexer map and select the indexer node and press F on our keyboard. Alright, now to preview the kind of data that we are getting, with Node Wrangler enabled, we can press Ctrl Shift on our keyboard and left click on this indexer node once. Now we can see we have two different shades of gray, which means that we have two different materials that we can choose from. And to isolate the area that we want, let's click on this isolated material color property and use the eyedropper on the region that we want. But the more accurate way to do it would be to head over to our render settings over here, and under color management, change display device to none. Now we can use the eyedropper on the region that we want. Alright, now we can switch back display device back to sRGB. Now to check if we are getting the area that we want, let's press Ctrl Shift again on our keyboard and left click on this indexer node one more time. Now we can see that we are getting the area that we want, but we can fix this a little bit more by increasing the tolerance value. Alright, now we are going to connect this isolated material output into our input 0 factor, which is going to tell our shader stack where to apply our painted metal to. And to check if we have our setup working right, let's press Ctrl Shift again and click on this shader stack. And that is going to connect our shader stack back to our material output. And it looks like we have our setup working just as we want it to. So in the next lesson, we are going to start detailing out our textures using the property array nodes.